Ayman Jamal, a producer and co-director of Bilal movie. It's an animation movie that will be screening in Cannes this year.
And Barajoun Entertainment.
Barajoun Entertainment is the first animation and CGI studio in the MENA region. It's located in Dubai, and it's the first of its kind. It actually produces animation movie and CGI productions.
Okay. And you have a movie here, Bilal. It's having its first market screening.
Yes.
Right? Can you explain a little bit about the story to us?
Yes, Bilal is inspired by a true hero who lived actually 1400 years ago, a young boy who raised in an empire called Oxum Empire, which is Africa. He's an African who moved into Arabia, and he was a slave. He went through a lot of challenges actually to raise his voice and ask for equality and freedom, and he actually gained it at the end of his life. Yeah.
What made you decide to make it animation? Is that your...
Actually, I was targeting the youth as mainly children and youth watch movies and animation movies that are fictional heroes. So the idea was, what if we actually try to fill the gap of actually creating animation movies about real heroes that inspire kids, and their stories are very inspiring and full of fantasies at the same time. So I think the target audience made us go towards the animation.
And what do you think about animation today? I mean, obviously Disney is the the dominating, but what is the international animation film?
I think the audience are growing. Animation is not for kids anymore. Many adults actually watch animation movies. Game lovers are more addicted to animation movies also. So I think it's a growing industry. Yes, it's dominated by 2 or 3 companies worldwide, but there's very great new studios coming to the pictures, and hopefully we'll see more nice productions and great stories to tell.
Do you see doing ancillary marketing on this, like having dolls and books?
Yes, actually we will have. There's going to be a novel book, there's going to be a full merchandise line for Bilal, and there are going to be actually a full soundtrack, music and songs that's created just for the movie.
Can you tell us about the crew and those who work in other big movies?
Yes, we were actually, when we started the production in Dubai, Dubai is a very new market for this kind of production, so it was lacking many talents. So we've actually created a big team. We've moved them to Dubai. Total team members that worked in Bilal was around 360 in 3.5 years almost. We've hired people who've worked on big blockbuster credit movies such as 300, Harry Potter, Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, Life of Pi. So we have a very good team actually that lives in Dubai now, who've created the pipelines for the project, for the studio itself, and now we're starting for the second project.
And inspiration from Lord of the Rings a little bit?
I think yes, Lord of the Ring and the story of its of the hero and the way it was developed, it was very inspiring to many of our team. And also I believe we were trying to bridge the gap. I mean, we've saw so many live action movies about big heroes such as Gandhi, Malcolm X, Braveheart. So our model was, what if we find an epic story based on a true story and turn it into animation? I don't believe anyone did this till now, so it is still a challenge, and we're looking forward to see it successful.
And speaking of epic, can you tell us about the big moment of the movie, which is the battle scene? There was like a battle where Bilal faced for the first time his master after he was freed, and that's like a very epic moment. But in animation, it's really very challenging to create a battle scene. So we took the decision to make it, and up to now it's a record. It's 11 minutes, 40-second full battle scene with thousands of soldiers, horses, camels. So yeah, that's a movie by itself, and it took us 1.5 years just to develop this 11 minutes.
And there were some dream sequences in the film?
Well, it starts with a dream sequence. It starts with that, but then it continues.
And can you speak to us about what is your sort of overall message with this film? What is your freedom?
It's an inspiring story, exactly. A master, a slave becoming a master. It's really inspiring. Like it took him 40 years to take his freedom as a young African boy who was taken to Arabia. So I believe it's very inspirational, and it has many drama into it. I like the connection and the bond between the brother and the sister, because when Bilal was freed, his family was still living with the master that he owns him, and he actually tried several times to free his sister. So there's a very great bond and connection between Bilal and his sister. That's another thing that I would like to show to kids and youth today, which is the relationship between a brother and a sister.
Did it take a long time to make?
It took us almost 3.5 years to produce it. Usually in animation, that's a reasonable time to produce a full animation movie.
And tell us about you are here in Cannes also to receive a prize during Animation Day in Cannes called Animation That Matters.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What's your?
I mean, we're happy for this category, basically. We've entered into the industry of animation because we wanted to create animation that matters and stories that inspire kids and youth. I believe, we're very actually excited to be in that category and in that area. And our vision in the movie, in the industry today, is to actually create animation movies about heroes that history has forgotten. So we're trying to actually search for heroes from all around the world that are still only read in books, and try to reproduce their movies and their stories in an inspiring way through animation.
I hear, but I suppose you cannot reveal too much, but what's your next project?
Yes. Okay, our second project is actually about a hero who has been forgotten. He's a musician who lived in Spain 700-800 years ago. And we're actually we're working on the research and development at the moment. We've hired a script writer, and I think we're almost 50% done with the script. We're reviewing it, so I would believe in 6 to 8 months the whole story will be ready to start production.
And why did you pick this story about this person?
I think we all love music,
Yeah.
and he was one of the gurus of music in Spain. So we just want to retell his story again in a musical way.
That's right. Last question. We are here in Cannes, first day.
Yeah.
Tell us about your first day, first experience on the red carpet.
Yeah, it was actually a great experience. It was my first time to Cannes. I never attended the Cannes opening gala, so it was very nice. I loved the movie. Woody Allen, it's a great story, and it fits where we are. It's about someone who moved to Hollywood. So yes, I liked the movie very well. It was a very nice experience. Enjoyed it. Thank you. Thanks.
Do we have a picture?
Can I get a
Sure.
picture of you? Really?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want a picture?
Yeah, with in front of it. Yeah, but one also with you and
Sure.
the poster, and then I'd love to share it.
Sure.
It's always fun figuring out a new phone.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, this is something.
Maybe I get the microphone.